I definitely know that has to be a troll, because if we end up seeing that crap tomorrow, if we end up seeing that crap tomorrow, Live is in trouble. Because how can you go from being graphical to a solid game, and then you turn around and release something that looks like what, Elite, or what, NBA Live 13? What is this? It's a step up from 13. I mean, it's a step up from 10, but damn, this is atrocious. God knows, man. Y'all specialize in sports games, but apparently the people that work on the team just don't know what they're doing. I mean, how can you go backwards from a great trailer? You went backwards. People just keep telling y'all every time you make a live game, fix the player models. Why in the world do we still gotta play with PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 player models? What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this picture? How in the world do you make a center be the same size as a point guard? Steve Nash was barely itching this close. You can't even see my fingers, but this close to being the same size as the big man from the Portland Trail Blazers. And that's telling me something. We saw basic muscle definition. We saw flashy, shiny players that look like they put 3 tons of petroleum jelly on them. So they are shiny. And that's another thing. I know for a fact that has to be an early build because the players are so shiny. So that adds on. They trolled us yesterday. You know what I'm saying? They knew what they were doing, and tomorrow they know exactly what they're gonna do tomorrow. And I guarantee you probably that the trailer, well, not trailer, but the 5-on-5 gameplay that we see tomorrow is gonna look way better than that Kyrie trailer. So they pretty much made everybody laugh at them on purpose, just to throw something out there to make people still remember that live is still coming. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people focusing their attention on 2K, so I think that they just threw something out in the middle of the the hype and stuff, so people will still remember that live is sitting back in the shadows. That's basically what I can make of it, because looking at that crap, man, I'm telling you, that was some garbage. I'm not even gonna lie, that was some garbage. It's just when you look at a clip that's only 8 seconds or 9 seconds, and you see something that slow. And now, granted, they did rotate good. I like that. Damian Lillard got stuck on a pick. We all know that his awareness after getting hit with a pick is not good in real life. So they got that down to the T. But if that's any kind of indication that we dealing with a basketball game that's gonna come out looking like it need to be on the PlayStation 3, I don't know what to say. And matter of fact, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking NBA Live 14 is gonna be on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, because if you look at that damn well don't look like no next gen. So they might be trolling us to come out and tell us that we're gonna come out on this system right here, that we changed our mind, we gonna do this right here. And if they do that, I'm telling you, I'm not getting it on this system. I'm gonna pull a 2K. I'm gonna wait until next gen. But honestly, when I looked at that, yo, that's disappointing. You know what I'm saying? Tell you from a real standpoint, that was awful. Because I agree that Steve Nash runs that slow, but what I don't agree on is those player models. I don't know how many times I have to tell, I constantly, they ask me what I think about the trailer, and then I told them, and then we turn around and we go to this right here, and I'm telling you, I told Ryan the other. Matter of fact, after I saw the crap, I told Ryan why. I asked him why are the player models still that small? What is it that the art team is doing? Crack down on the art team. Now I don't know if he cracked down on them or what, but we're gonna see tomorrow. Because we definitely need to, they definitely need to get a new art team in there. That crap is played out. You got a new development team in there for the game itself, which we see the results of that. We got Bounce Tech in there. We got some good game modes coming to NBA Live. Ultimate Team is coming to NBA Live. We got some good stuff coming. There's good stuff in store. You know what I'm saying? We got Rising Star mode now. It's some good stuff coming in. But from the artistic side, it seems like the only thing they knew how to develop was the damn arena, because the player models are still not up to par. The arena looks fresh and clean, but then you go to the player models and it's like the character artists don't understand what they're doing. Now it's so painful to look at a game with such great potential be tarnished by some player models. The first thing somebody looks at when you make a video game, the first thing people look at is visuals, because that's all that matters in a trailer. Now when you want to start getting down into it, when you release gameplay, that's when they start looking at your gameplay. So it's two sides to it. You got your visuals and then you got your gameplay. And I think some gaming companies mislead you. You know what I'm saying? They show you graphics only, and then they end up, when you get the gameplay is terrible. But in Live's case, we seeing a little bit of gameplay such as bounce tech here and there, but graphically wise, when you look at the players, they just do not care about how they do not look different. I don't understand how you can honestly sit there and be happy with player models that look like straight ass, because that's the only way you can sum it up. And I'm telling y'all this from a real review from me, from out of my mouth, not no one else's. No, I'm not bashing NBA Live. No, I'm not bashing 2K. But we all know, even the 2K fanboys and the EA fanboys or whoever else, you know what I'm saying? Even we know from firsthand, but just by looking at it. I'm not a fanboy, you know what I'm saying? I like both games. I'm going to get both games. But just by looking at that right there, if EA pulls that crap off tomorrow, it's a done deal. I'm still getting the game, but they could just kiss they NBA stuff over. It's gone. Kiss it goodbye. Because y'all just wasting everybody's time. Because you cannot sit there and be happy about what you're doing. True gameplay is good, but when you moving the next gen, this is what they're not understanding. If we see that tomorrow, and if that game looks just like it did in that little teaser, which I still think is a troll, because you cannot sit there and seriously think that that's real up-to-date gameplay. It looks like that build was back when they started development. So you could damn well tell that that's not even the final build or alpha build of what they're doing right now. It's not alpha or pre-alpha. So you can tell that that's an early build. Looks like they was just putting bounce tech together in that one. Looks like something where they were just testing out bounce tech as a whole. So you can obviously, and Steve Nash was not on point. So you can obviously tell he looked like him, but he still looked like he was cartoonish. So you know what I'm saying? You can tell just basically comparing it to the Kyrie trailer. Every player model just looks thick. So it goes back to E3 when we first saw that trailer with Kyrie and everybody else sticks, and then we turned around and saw another trailer with Kyrie where he was not a stick. He actually had muscle and weight on him. So it could be another troll video like that first video. That's where I believe that's what's going on. They're trolling us like they did in that first video. So basically tomorrow I do believe that we're gonna see exactly a better version of what we saw with the Kyrie trailer. You know what I'm saying? If we see anything that look like that Lakers versus Trailblazers from last night, guarantee you NBA Live is not gonna get any respect, because they say they want to come back stronger than ever. Well, if you plan on coming back stronger, you gonna really have to do something with those player models, and you gonna have to stop making their fingers look like claws. Because why in the world is the dude finger so long that it doesn't make any sense? And a lot of people say, well, basketball people have long fingers. Man, not all of them had no long fingers like that. All the way across that screenshot, we saw Kyrie with long fingers. We saw Ricky Rubio with long fingers. And you know what I'm saying? We do not see those long tail claws in real life. Nobody on that court really has extra long fingers like that. It look like them claws from, a gargoyle, or however you say that junk. It's an old cartoon. If y'all know what it is, you actually would know. Those, it look like they got claws, man. Come on. It's like Live is trying to kill itself. If that's any indication, they're killing themselves, because you're not paying attention to your graphics. I agree with everybody that says gameplay comes first, because I believe that. But we talking next gen, and we getting PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 graphics on next gen. When we looking at 2K and seeing that you can damn well make your graphics better than what they are. Oh, get out of here, man. No, I'm not down with that. Not down with that at all. Hopefully they can show something good tomorrow and continue what they started. But other than that, I ain't got nothing else to say. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.